I recently read Own the Day, Own Your Life by Aubrey Marcus. To own the day and own your life, you need to first own the morning. As Aristotle once said, well begun is half done. Think of your morning like the start of a bobsled race. You need a solid running start to get a good performance during the day. In Own the Day, Own Your Life, there are 4 simple yet often overlooked actions that will increase your energy at the start of the day so that you can focus on optimizing your nutrition, your mindset, your productivity, your performance, your fitness, your sex, and your sleep. I've tweaked the 4 simple actions to form the acronym WOLF, WOLF. If you use WOLF every morning, you'll start the day hungry to solve problems and get things done, and eager to optimize your day. W stands for water intake. When you go to sleep tonight, you'll lose roughly 1 pound of water. You'll lose that water through breathing and perspiring under warm sheets. If your body loses more than 1% of its body weight in water, you'll experience headaches, moodiness, irritability, anxiety, and fatigue. If your body loses 2% of its body weight in water, your short-term memory is compromised and your mental performance suffers. A researcher from Duke University estimates it takes only 100 hours without water before we die. So after a full night's sleep, we are waking up roughly 10% dead. In this state of crisis, most people reach for a cup of coffee. But although coffee contains water, it's not the best way to hydrate. To get the water intake you need to properly rehydrate, you'll need to consume a scary amount of caffeine. Plus, coffee is missing key minerals and electrolytes that you lost during the night. So instead of rushing to consume a cup of coffee, you should rush to consume 12 ounces of water. 12 ounces is the size of a red Solo cup you see at parties. But don't consume just any water. Consume water with a few pinches of sea salt, roughly 3 grams, and juice from a quarter of a lemon. In the book, Aubrey Marcus says, sea salt contains upward of 60 trace minerals above and beyond the sodium, chloride, and iodine in regular table salt. Together, they are essential for healthy bodily function and contribute meaningfully to optimal performance. When searching for the right sea salt to add to your water, look for pink Himalayan sea salt. Pink Himalayan sea salt is simply the best bang for your buck when it comes to mineral content. And when you add lemon juice to your water, you get the extra potassium, calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium you need, plus vitamin C, which can boost your immune system for the day. The O in WOLF stands for oxygen intake. This is Wim Hof. Wim Hof likes to dive in ice-cold lakes and summit Mount Kilimanjaro in his shorts. But what's crazier is that he's trained ordinary men and women, some as old as 65, to do the same. His secret is power breathing. Wim Hof discovered that if he performs a specific deep breathing routine, he can trigger the release of certain hormones that make his body more resilient to stress, like extreme cold. Now, you're probably thinking, I'm not going to dive in an icy lake or summit a mountain in my shorts anytime soon. So why should I care? You should care because you can use this technique to reap the benefits of a cold shower in the morning. When you transition from hot to cold water in the shower, you create acute stress on the body. That stress triggers a flood of internal hormones that protect and heal your body. This process is called hormesis, which is essentially biological overcompensation. It's analogous to someone breaking into your house, and then afterwards you not only install a security system to deter other robbers, you reinforce the windows of your house with metal bars and have a group of attack dogs inside. When you blast yourself with cold water and experience hormesis in the shower, you get a nice surge of healthy hormones that repair, protect, and energize your body. When you turn the cold water off and walk out of the shower, you feel great and ready to own the day. To walk out of your morning shower, feeling great and ready to own the day, you need to perform the following routine at the end of your morning shower. First, hyperoxygenate your body with the Wim Hof power breathing technique. Inhale through your nose or mouth into your belly and exhale without any additional effort. Just let your chest fall. It sounds like this. Perform 30 deep breaths or until you feel a tingling sensation in your hands or feet. Next, turn the shower handle to the coldest setting, letting cold water hit your chest while continuing to breathe deeply and focusing on your breath until the shock of the cold water fades. and you feel as calm as you did before the cold water. Now, empty your body of air and hold at the bottom of your breath until you experience a gasp reflex. If you feel lightheaded, sit down in the shower or resume breathing normally immediately. Then after your extended breath hold, turn off the water, get out of the shower, dry yourself off, and enjoy the rush of energizing hormones. The L in wolf stands for light intake. Have you ever woken in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and accidentally turned on bright lights, then found it hard to go back to sleep? If so, you've experienced a circadian kickstart. Your circadian rhythm is your inner biological clock that controls your body temperature and the release of cortisol, an energizing hormone that wakes you up. Your circadian rhythm is partially activated when light hits light receptors in your eyes and ears. You can hack your circadian rhythm by exposing yourself to intense light in your house or by getting outside and getting a few minutes of sunlight. By taking in bright light or sunlight as soon as you get out of bed, you give yourself an extra boost of energy you can use to own the day. Aubrey Marcus likes to go for a cold plunge in his pool in his backyard in the morning, then get out, close his eyes, and look at the sun for 2 minutes, letting his body soak up the sunlight. And the F in wolf stands for fat intake. What do most breakfasts look like? Bread, maybe some cereal, pancakes, waffles. If you're in a rush, breakfast might be a breakfast bar, a muffin, or a bagel. And what do these foods have in common? They're all sugar bombs. If you start your day by consuming typical breakfast foods, you'll spend the rest of the day cleaning up the mess. When you consume sugary foods and refined carbohydrates like bread and cereal, your blood sugar quickly rises, which then floods your body with insulin. Insulin's job is to take excess sugar from the blood and transport it to muscle cells and brain cells, where it can be used as fuel. But the sugary, refined breakfast foods trigger far too much insulin, which means too much sugar is extracted from the blood. So after your initial high, you feel lethargic and foggy. So you search for a sugary snack to quickly recover, and the cycle continues. Blood sugar spike, followed by a blood sugar crash, followed by intense cravings. But you can avoid this cycle if you start the day by consuming fat. When I say fat, I mean healthy fat, like the fat in egg yolks, avocado, and salmon. More specifically, saturated fat, monounsaturated fat, and polyunsaturated fat. Paradoxically, consuming fat will keep you in a fat-burning zone, which means more energy in the morning and throughout the day. Also, consuming healthy fats makes you feel full longer, so you don't need to spend most of your day thinking about food or hunting for a snack. But most importantly, when you consume fat instead of sugar or refined carbohydrates, you avoid the blood sugar roller coaster. So instead of having cereal, pancakes, waffles, or breakfast bars for breakfast, have an avocado with some lime and sea salt, or a few hard-boiled eggs with salt and pepper, or bone broth. Yeah, that's right, soup for breakfast. Give it a shot. Or after you've finished your tall glass of water containing sea salt and lemon, blend some grass-fed butter or coconut oil in your coffee. In the end, give yourself the push you need at the beginning of the day so that you can own your day by executing the morning wolf ritual. Before your coffee, consume a tall glass of water with sea salt and lemon. Then hyper-oxygenate the body with 30 deep breaths in the shower before exposing yourself to cold water. Then, expose yourself to intense light, either sunlight or bright lights in your house. Then, replace any bread, cereal, pancakes, breakfast bars, pastries, bagels, muffins with whole eggs, avocados, bone broth, or grass-fed butter and coconut oil in your coffee. That was the core message that I gathered from Own the Day, Own Your Life by Aubrey Marcus. This book isn't based on Aubrey Marcus's opinion. It's based on sound scientific research. I highly recommend it. If you would like a one-page PDF summary of insights that I gathered from this book, just click the link below and I'd be happy to email it to you. If you already subscribe to the free Productivity Game email newsletter, this PDF is sitting in your inbox. If you like this video, please share it. And as always, thanks for watching and have yourself a productive week.